Let's talk about Robert Whittaker. Obviously, Hamzat was supposed to be the fight. Then he pulls out again. We pulled out of another fight. So he's obviously got some sort of health
Hamzat's
issue.
got something like very wrong with him, I think. And the hard thing, Dana White alluded to this, that he hasn't come over to Vegas and got checked out by these like top doctors. The UFC are like, people say what they want about the UFC, but they're brilliant at looking after you medically when you're in the company. Like when I did my injury, they were so good. And they want to get him to see specialists and stuff. Because remember when his last one, he got right to the fight, and then he put up that photo and his face was all swollen. And so he's obviously got something, maybe like autoimmune or something that like Crohn's-y or something that like flares up on him.
When he's stressing the body out.
And it takes it obviously takes its toll. And so he's got to get it figured out. But it's just disappointing for Rob, who's put in this big camp and then gets a random name put in front of him.
Yeah, Alice Scarov. I was like, who is this bloke?
Yeah.
I don't even think Rob knew.
Yeah, no, I didn't know who he was. I still don't know who he is. I'm gonna back Rob though.
Yeah, for sure. He's not that like much of a favourite. $1.68 to $2.20, but you just I think $1.68.
I think with the bookies, an unknown quantity always brings it in sharper.
Yeah.
Because
they don't know.
Yeah, if they don't know, they'll go. Well, we want to attract some money on both sides here. They won't back against the punter.
Yeah, fair call. So Pavlovich versus Volkov. So this is interesting because Volkov's like he's a big man, right? The last time I think
he's a
it's
tall
like your
man.
card, wasn't he? Yeah, he's tall. Yeah. Your card against Bam Bam, and like obviously Bam Bam struggled because once he got into grappling, it was sort of done.
Yeah.
But Pavlovich has got a bigger reach than Volkov.
Yeah.
And he's pretty scary power.
Yeah, I'm backing Pavlovich hard. Yeah, I think this is a really good matchup for Pavlovich. Volkov's like this perennial contender. He's very, very good. He always seems to show up at the right time. But I think Pavlovich is kind of on that upward trajectory, and I think I'm really backing Pavlovich to bounce back here.
Because it could have gone either way with Aspinall. I think he clipped Aspinall like lightly and then like
heavyweight, mate. Heavyweight.
That's right.
Like, what do you do? What do you do?
Do you reckon it's even a sport there? Is it just like it's almost a more athletic version of power slap? Really?
It's a sport. I don't know if many of them are athletes.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
They're fighters. Like that's like Bam Bam openly. Like Bam Bam will tell you, it's like I'm not a fucking athlete. Like I'm a fighter. Like he could not believe that I study fights. He was like, "What do you mean?" It's like you like look up shit like that, and I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Nah, bro, I just bang." It's like. I love that though.
Yeah, I love that. Well, it's like Junior Taffer was like, I'm not meant for training camp, so I'm not meant to fight, but then it would have been all right to have a training camp.
Yeah, your training camp might have helped you there.
Your legs are getting absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
Rodriguez versus Gastelum.
Yeah, so I'm going to take Gastelum there. I think Rodriguez, again, he always just struggles against that sort of top 10 talent.
Yeah.
Like he's a gatekeeper. And I don't say that disrespectfully. To be a top 15 guy in the world and knock everyone coming up back is so hard to do. But Gastelum is an unbelievably good fighter. Like if you look back to his interim title fight against Izzy, like he gave Izzy, without Izzy losing, he gave Izzy the really hardest fight he's ever had. Yeah. And that was, at a middleweight, and he's probably shouldn't be a middleweight. He's tiny. He just can't get the weight off. But I love Gastelum. I think he takes that one.
Johnny Walker, I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, that one, I probably wouldn't have a bet in that one. I think that the bookies have him at $1.90, and that's where I think it is. Like, there's just too many unknowns. Are they fit? Are they injury-free? What's the game plan going to be for either of them? I'd be sticking out of that one. But as far as a fan spectacle, it should be interesting to watch.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.